Possible to boost sales and move inventory while helping consumers be sustainable and turning a profit at the same time. 14% of food harvested worldwide never gets eaten. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Ann Cates for 1010 WINS. WINS News Time 2:27.
I'm here with Dr. Glen, the medical director of tomotherapy at the John Thera Cancer Center at Hackensack University Medical Center. Dr. Gedgerman, what are examples of cancers treated with tomotherapy?
In treating prostate cancer, tomotherapy allows us to dose escalate while protecting the bladder and rectum, so our patients can achieve a high cure rate without significant changes in their quality of life.
What's another example of improving quality of life with tomotherapy?
Well, similarly, in head and neck cancers, tomotherapy minimizes the dose of salivary glands, avoiding the dry mouth and loss of taste sensation that many patients experience.
To speak with Dr. Gedgerman on how he can treat your cancer with tomotherapy, call his cell phone at 201-450-4263. That's 201-450-4263. He's happy to answer any questions that you may have about the treatment. To schedule an appointment, visit jtcancercenter.org. That's jtcancercenter.org. The John Thera Cancer Center at Hackensack University Medical Center, providing extraordinary care.
Attention! This is a special alert for all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an overpriced auto warranty or no warranty coverage at all. Due to the increase of new and used car prices, repair costs, and the price of gas, people are keeping their cars longer than ever, which is why CarShield is announcing a low-cost, month-to-month vehicle protection plan to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on covered auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can save thousands for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. You could save thousands on future auto repairs. Our specialists are standing by for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-741-0753. Vehicle protection plan pricing is at an all-time low. Plus, drivers who purchase this coverage today will receive rental car options, free roadside assistance, and free towing. Call 800-741-0753 now for your free quick quote. That's 800-741-0753. What do you have to lose? Call 800-741-0753. Again, 800-741-0753.
It's 34 degrees in Midtown. Good afternoon. I'm Sonia Rincon. WINS News Time 2:30. Good afternoon. I am Stephanie Officer. Ukrainian President Zelensky says his country's armed forces are successfully fighting back against Russian troops. Zelensky said in a video released today that Russian attempts to forge into Kyiv have been repelled and Moscow's plan to quickly seize the capital and install a puppet government has been thwarted. He gave an emotional speech accusing Russian forces of hitting civilian areas and infrastructure. More now from ABC.
In an evening address to his nation, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is saying that European countries have agreed to disconnect Russia from the SWIFT banking system, long described as the most severe sanctions option. The move would cut off Russia entirely from the world financial system. And as the Ukrainian military continues its fight against Russian invaders, President Biden instructing the U.S. State Department to release up to an additional $350 million worth of aid to assist Ukraine in their fight. But ABC's Ike Ajachi says it might be difficult to get that aid where it needs to be.
The airspace in that contested area, Ukraine and Russia, right now it is limited. It is prohibited. You can't fly anything in that area, which makes it difficult to deliver this aid to the Ukraine defenses at the moment. Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby is talking about alternative ways in which they can deliver this aid to Ukrainian military defenses.
Meanwhile, Kiev still stands as Ukrainian soldiers and civilians defend their homeland. Dave Packer, ABC News.
WINS News Time 2:31. Now it's time to check out traffic and transit on the ones. Where to, Russ Meyer?
We're talking about Queens this time around, particularly the LIE eastbound side. Still some delays out there from east of the BQE on out towards the Van Wyck as a result of a right lane crash. Grand Central's doing okay, except for one snag westbound over by Utopia Parkway. That is construction taking out a lane. Also, Belt Parkway is doing better, but still a bit sluggish eastbound between Knapp Street and Pennsylvania Avenue. There was a crash over by Erskine Street, taking out a couple of lanes. That's the cause of that snarl. Also, here is what we see on Long Island's Big Three. Everything's been doing well on the LIE, Northern State and Southern State. However, report of a minor crash on the southbound side of the Meadowbrook, so that is jammed coming off the Northern State on down towards Old Country Road. And here is what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Pretty quiet now at the Goethals, the Bayonne Bridge, and at the Outer Bridge Crossing. This report is sponsored by the Twin Island Paradise of Antigua and Barbuda. Are you ready for an amazing getaway? Well, an amazing getaway is ready for you in the Twin Island Paradise of Antigua and Barbuda. Escape the cold this winter. Contact your travel advisor to book your trip or go to their website. Visit AntiguaBarbuda.com for more information. The beach is just the beginning. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones. Breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Russ Meyer, Holland 1010 Winds.
Winds news time 2:33 now. Your official 1010 Winds AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Here's meteorologist John Ferrick.
Plenty of sun out there this afternoon. The sun not doing a whole lot of work, though. Still a cold day. The high only in the mid-30s and mostly clear for tonight. Down to 28 Midtown, 22 in some suburbs, and tomorrow partly sunny. We'll see the wind pick up throughout the day, and we'll top out at 44. Winds could gust up over 40 miles per hour tomorrow afternoon, and a couple of spots to see a rain or wet snow shower tomorrow evening. Then behind that, blustering cold for Monday, some sunshine, high 32. Tuesday, clouds, some sun up to 42, and we're into the mid-40s on Wednesday. Right now, Central Park, 36 with sunshine. We'll fall back to 28 tonight in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist John Ferrick on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds.
38 degrees right now in Newark, 32 in Brewster, 36 in Baldwin. Winds news time 2:34.
Before we made season sports book and casino app, they pitched me that angry candy or whatever, but I passed on it. I didn't see the point. Now, why would you crush birds for nothing when you can crush real slots for money and see the rewards? I mean, maybe it's me, but I want to win something when I win, people.
Monkey 21, offer valid in New Jersey only for new players. Terms and conditions apply. Casino.com/promo. Gambling problems? New Jersey and Pennsylvania. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
New to Curiosity Stream. Could a piece of Jesus' cross have survived for 2,000 years? Biblical relic or medieval forgery? A new investigation puts this potential holy fragment to the test on quest for the true cross. And python, viper, cobra. Asia has no shortage of snakes, but which one takes the crown for most lethal? Careful where you step. Asia's deadliest snakes. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
Winds news time 2:35. Las Vegas police say 14 people were shot at a hookah parlor. One person is dead, 2 others were critically injured. Officers responded to the shooting around 3:15 this morning. Police say the shooter or shooters left before they got there. The identity of the deceased will be released by the coroner's office. Authorities call this an isolated incident. They say there is no threat to the public at this time, but they are still searching for suspects. Well, cops say they have arrested a 19-year-old suspect this morning in connection with a pattern of robberies in the Bronx. The NYPD says Sincere Green, who is from that borough, robbed several fast food joints, including a McDonald's and Taco Bell, along with several pharmacies on the evenings between February 17th and February 20th. They say Green demanded money from the cash registers while acting like he had a gun. Police say Green took off in a green BMW. No injuries, but cops say he did make off with nearly $1,200 in cash and property. Well, the Republican Party is in Orlando for their annual CPAC gathering, where correspondent Robert Costa spoke with attendees about their views of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Costa sat down with former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo.
A word you used in a recent interview, respect, with regard to Putin, has generated a lot of attention. I'm sure you're aware of it. Why did you choose to use that word?
Because I have respect for him. Because he is shrewd. Because he is cunning. You can see it. He's now invaded a nation and borne almost no cost for an administration that is supine in the face of this threat. You know, I've been fighting communists since I was a teenager. I've been crushing them everywhere I've gone my entire life. I want to crush Vladimir Putin, too. But you don't pretend, right? You don't pretend that your enemy is weak when he's not. You don't pretend he's dumb when he's smart.
Former President Trump is also expected to speak at that conference today. With news time at 2:37. Well, on Friday, President Biden nominated Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court. If confirmed, she would be the first black woman to serve on the U.S.'s highest court. More now on how Republicans will respond.
You heard Republicans in the wake of the announcement saying that she's, a vehicle of the far left and she's going to be pushing for their views on the court. Remember, the ideological balance of the court is not going to be changed by putting Judge Jackson on there. 6 conservatives, 3 liberals at this point is how it will still break up. So they'll pick apart her record. Some would argue her lack of a large written record of judicial opinions. But otherwise, it looks as if with enough Democratic support and the vice president at least, she'll get confirmed.
That was correspondent Ed O'Keefe reporting.
Basketball, Mr. Curtis.
They are, and tickets are still available for tomorrow's basketball game in the Battle for Long Island. The Suffolk County Police Department basketball team goes head-to-head against the Nassau County Police Department in the 3rd annual charity law enforcement game at the Memorial Coliseum tomorrow, 1 p.m. Suffolk County Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison and Nassau County Police Commissioner Patrick Ryder have each joined their respective teams. It's news time, 2:38 now. 1010 Wins entertainment news. There it is. Well, after being off for a few weeks, Saturday Night Live returns tonight with host and SNL alum John Mulaney. It'll be his 5th time hosting alongside LCD Sound System, who are appearing as a musical guest for the 2nd time. And guess what? The Godfather turns 50 next month, and the iconic film may be in a theater near you.
The Godfather won Best Picture and became a cultural touchstone.
I want to make him an offer again with you.
Now it's been remastered and restored a 2nd time with new digital technology.
The shot's falling on the causeway. He's dead.
And along with a run in theaters, Paramount is releasing all 3 Godfather films on 4K Ultra HD on March 22nd.
Correspondent Steve Kathan reporting entertainment news at 38 past each and every hour right here on 1010 Wins News Time, 2:39.
If you're drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of special IRS tax programs that are available and free yourself from IRS collection efforts once and for all. Due to the financial hardship consumers are facing throughout the country, the Internal Revenue Service has made it easier to settle delinquent tax problems. An open phone line has been established by Community Tax for consumers to call and see if they qualify. Take down this number or store it in your cell phone, but call the Community Tax Helpline at 800-716-3393. If you owe back taxes to the IRS and cannot afford to pay them back, or even if you have years of unfiled tax returns, there's no need to fear anymore. But you have to call the Community Tax Helpline today at 800-716-3393 for the help that you need. Don't take on the IRS alone. They can attack your wages, savings, pension, home, and even your Social Security checks. Call 800-716-3393 for your free consultation and to see if you qualify. That's 800-716-3393.
The station you know, the people you trust. 1010 Wins.
The Newswatch never stops. This is 1010 Wins. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good afternoon, 34 degrees, 240 on your Saturday, February 26th. I am Stephanie Officer. Here's what's happening. More unrest in Ukraine as Russia continues its invasion. Some local officials think it's time to cut ties with Russia completely. An entire decade has passed since Trayvon Martin was killed. His mother, Sabrina Fulton, is here in New York honoring his memory. We'll tell you what she has to say. NYPD is also honoring the memory of a rookie killed in the line of duty 34 years ago. Kentanji Brown Jackson could make history as the first black woman to serve on the highest court. And in sports, the Nets are at Milwaukee tonight. The Rangers skate in Pittsburgh in about a little less than 20 minutes, and the Islanders at LA tonight. 34, sunny skies in Midtown. Traffic and transit on the ones. What say you, Russ Meyer?
Well, we got some lingering delays from some earlier incidents in Queens eastbound side of the LIE, tied up between the BQE and out towards the Van Wyck. That was the site of a crash. Also, things are better on the westbound side of Grand Central Parkway by Utopia Parkway, where some late-running construction was removed. And also an earlier accident still tying up traffic on the Belt Parkway eastbound side, beginning at Knapp Street on out to Erskine Street. We'll talk about the drive in New Jersey. I can see on Waze it is all jammed up on the southbound side of Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9, between Secaucus Road and County Road. That is weekend work, so you might want to go with Kennedy Boulevard instead. And coming from New Jersey into New York, here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. It's now 15 to 20 in at the Holland Tunnel, about 10 to 15 into New Jersey. It's 15 in, but quiet outbound at the Lincoln Tunnel. And the GWB upper and lower levels now at 25 to 30 minutes, outbound about 30 to 35 minutes. I'm Russ Meyer, our next report, 2:51 on 1010 Wins.
Well, today, Ukrainian President Zelensky posted this video.
Тому що наша зброя – це наша правда. Наша правда в тому, що це наша земля, наша країна,
He has
наші
been
діти.
quite active on social media, keeping everyone updated on his status. Military experts say the next 36 hours could be crucial for Ukraine's